What's up, guys? If you're new to my channel, it's your boy Prince Zay back with another video. And this video today will be kind of dearly special to my heart. I know Pride Month is over, but I still never got a chance to really tell my story. So today I will be telling my coming out story. So before I even get to that part, we're just gonna go back to the very beginning and we're gonna go through everything together. So for me, I would say I feel like I've always known. Like I feel like people, try to say, "Oh, kids don't know when they're kids. They kids shouldn't be thinking about that." And I get it. Maybe kids shouldn't be thinking about that, but I want people to kind of understand that just because you're not that way doesn't mean that a kid or whatever isn't that way or thinking about it. Because I swear to you guys that around the age of I was like five or six, and I was in like first grade or I don't even remember, but I just remember I was really young. I think I was like 5, and I got on the school bus and I saw this boy, and he was around the same age as I was, or I think he was like a year older, and I found him cute. Like, you know how kids sometimes think people are cute. You know how fathers have sons and they be like, "Oh, do you think this girl is cute?" And they're like, "Yeah." Or, sometimes the daughters be like, I just knew I was different. Like, I thought that a boy was cute, okay? But I was a kid. So growing up, through like elementary school and like middle school, I kind of tried to like deny it a little bit because my dad was kind of homophobic in the beginning. I did hear him say a lot of things about, gay people. And I did have gay people in my family as well. Like my big cousin is gay and I look up to him. But, I just didn't want to, come out or admit to myself that that's what I was. So like, middle school and elementary school, I had a ton of girlfriends. Like I always had girlfriends, y'all. Like I swear I had a new girlfriend like every week or like every 2 weeks. But like in the back of my mind, I just always knew that I liked guys, I guess. So I remember my dad was married to his first wife. And I remember one time I actually tried to tell her, and I was like in middle school. And what I really tried to tell her is that I thought maybe if I said that I was bisexual, that it would make it sound better. Because prior to this, I have another cousin, and I actually, she was like my sister, like she still is like my sister, and she was really cool. So I actually kind of told her a little bit, like I just kind of told her, like I think I like guys. Like she was like the first person that I really kind of told to, because she had a lot of gay friends, and you know how females are, they have their gay friends. So I felt like she would understand. Like if nobody understood, I feel like she'll be the one to understand. So I kind of like, I didn't really say it, but I just kind of was like, I think that I like guys, One day we was just sitting in a room and she was just like, okay, like, I already know, whatever, but, maybe you should tell your dad or whatever. But I was just like, I'm not ready. And so back to his first wife, I had like this journal, and I kind of try to write, because I was really close to her. Like she's like the only mom figure that I really know, because my real mom was never really in my life like that. So I wanted to tell her because we was close, and I feel like a mother's love is really different from a father's love. I feel like a mother's love is just like, I can, like, not all mothers, but the ones, it's just like they're really nurturing, and it just feels like you can always just tell them anything, like, whatever. So like I had this journal, and I was like, I didn't want to tell her, but I was gonna write it in the journal and just give it to her and see what she says. And so I really don't remember what I wrote. Like I didn't put like I'm gay or I'm bi, but I think I put like I think I like guys, but I'm not sure. And so like I gave it to her, and it kind of didn't go the way that I wanted it to go. Like she didn't bash me or anything, but she was just like, if that's what you think, then you need to wait till you're 18 and get out the house and then think about stuff like that. And I don't know, looking back at that, I feel like that's kind of annoying, because why do I have to wait till I'm 18 to be who I am? Like, I feel like that's not fair. But this is neither here nor there. So skipping ahead, we get to high school, and my dad has like this new girlfriend, and I'm like a freshman in high school at this point. And she has a friend who lives, her friend is a female, and her friend has 2 sons and a daughter. And she has a friend, And the friend, she lived like 2 houses down from the house that I was staying at. So my dad's new girlfriend and us, we all stayed in this one house, and then 2 houses down was her friend and her kids. And so her friend had a son that, I'm not gonna lie, like I thought he was cute. Like I was a freshman in high school, I really never, like I've talked to guys before, you know what I'm saying, but I never really like kissed the guy or did any of that before. But like I said, I did talk to guys before and all of that other stuff. So her friend had a son that I felt really kind of attracted to. Like not really, but it was like a slow pace type thing. Like at first, I really didn't find him attractive, or like it wasn't like that, because to me he perceived himself to be straight, I guess. So I never really looked at it like that. But we had like this trampoline. We used to they had a trampoline and we had a trampoline. And I've been in gymnastics, so I love like flipping and doing stuff, and so did they. So like he used to come over all the time, his brother as well, but he used to come over all the time, and we used to just like jump on the trampoline and do flips. And then sometimes we would like wrestle. Like they like to play fight and wrestle. And I don't really mind doing all of that. So like one time, we wrestled on a trampoline, and it just kind of made me look at him different. Like it just made me kind of be like, I don't know, like I kind of maybe find him a little bit attractive, but at the same time, like I've never thought of him as being that way. So it was just kind of like in my head type thing. Like, have you ever been in your head and you just kind of like the person, but you was like, there's no way in hell that me and this person, would ever get together or do anything or whatever of the nature. Like they don't even like me like that. So it's just like an in-head thing. So like sometimes, he would come over and I'd be like, oh, like he's cute, or like, dang, like I wonder what he thinks. Like even though I know he probably doesn't think like that. And it was crazy too, because his mom was also homophobic as well. So this story, it gets really interesting. So one day she calls him down to our house to help me load furniture down in the garage. We had to put some old furniture in the garage. And we had to lift up a couch. And so we're carrying the couch downstairs in the garage. And all of a sudden, right after we put the furniture down, he just starts kissing me. Like he starts kissing me. Like that shit was so random, but it was just like, wow, like it was like some TV type shit. Like I never been in that situation before, but like I was happy because like I just told you guys, like I found him attractive, and so it was just like, wow, like so he is maybe kind of like that, or maybe he's curious, and I guess maybe he does find me attractive, because why would he be kissing me? So once that happened, like, we hung out more, and like, just like, yeah, just hung out more and like kissed and like just did stuff like on the low though. Like nobody knew. Like it was just like our like secret type thing. But so as time went on, I actually really kind of started developing feelings for him. Like not, I'm in high school, I'm a freshman. Not like I want to marry the boy or whatever. But I just like, I really liked him. Like, and I kind of wanted to shoot my shot and be like, maybe we could, I don't know. Like, and everybody don't have to know, because I understood it now. Like he, it was like on a private type thing. So like, back to my dad's girlfriend. So with my dad's girlfriend, I really felt like I can confide in her. Like she was like, I don't know what it is with like women and females, but I feel like I'm closer to them. So like with his girlfriend, I felt like we had kind of like a close relationship, and I felt like I could tell her anything. And I knew that that was her friend's son, but I didn't think that maybe it would turn into anything. And yeah, so I told her what happened between us. I told her that he kissed me first, and I feel like I like him, and I feel like I'm attracted to him, and I really don't know what to do. And she was just like, and I regretted it too, because she was just like, oh, I have to tell her now that you told me, and X, Y, and Z. And basically, again, it didn't really go how I wanted it to go. So like, I really didn't, like, I remember as soon as I told her, and she told me she was gonna tell her friend. I was just like, oh no, I was just playing. It didn't happen. And she was like, yes, it did. You wouldn't have told me it happened if it didn't. So like at this point, I felt kind of like played and embarrassed because I felt like I could confide in her, and I felt like she was so quick to run and tell her friend. And I get it, like I understand, like that's your friend, you know, they're grown women, so I get it. But I just felt like, I don't know, I felt like it should have been more private with me or more discussed with me, because like I wasn't even out myself and I was going through a lot of things, like, you know, self-doubt and like confused. It's not really confused, but just like I don't know, like I said, my dad really wasn't okay with that type of thing. So like I just didn't want to be like disowned or anything. So literally, y'all, the next day, after I told her, I just remember riding on the bus, y'all, and I see his mom standing on the porch. So I'm like, oh no, like this can't be good, because like she just looked kind of frustrated. So I felt like in a way I just knew that it wasn't gonna go the way it was gonna go. So as soon as I got off the bus, I get on the porch and she's like, so we need to talk. And it was basically about what I told my dad's girlfriend, her friend. And she was like, she told me what you said. And I asked my son, and basically he lied on me. She said that he told her that I kissed him first and that he's not gay and all this other stuff. And she was basically saying like, I need to go get help, and she was asking me like, am I gay? And I was just like, I don't know. Like, I felt like it was just a lot. Like, I felt like in a way it was kind of disrespectful too, because I feel like I had nobody to have my back and be there for me. And you know what I'm saying? Like, be there for me or whatever. So she was just like, you know, you need to go tell your dad or talk to somebody or do something, but my son isn't gay and you kissed him first. And so I didn't argue with her, because I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to argue with her, X, Y, and Z. And then I remember right after that, he texted me and was like, did you tell my mom? But like, he wasn't even upset with it. He was like, did you tell my mom? And I was like, yes. And he was like, did you tell her because you like me and stuff? And I was like, yes. And he wasn't even upset. He was like, he understood and he got it. So that was that. But like I said, my dad still never knew. Nobody knew. So as time went on, my dad and his girlfriend ended up having like some type of situation where her son, like I said, she had a son as well, and her son did something, and I guess she got tired of like my dad getting onto her son. So I remember one day she texted me out of nowhere, and this is really like, my dad doesn't even know this. So if you're watching this, then now you know. So one day she texted me, and I had just got out of school, and my aunt's boyfriend had ended up picking me up. I don't know. I remember I was in the car. And one day she texted me and she was just like, I'm so tired of your dad getting on my son or something like that. She was like, she was like, you need to tell your dad that you're gay. And you had like, it was like Monday, or it was like the weekend. It was like Friday. It was like that Friday going into the weekend. And she was trying to tell me that I had until next Wednesday to tell my dad that I was gay, or she was going to tell him herself. How fucked up does that sound? Like, when I tell you that was so fucked up, like, I feel like because she knew, like, everybody knows that my dad is homophobic. So I feel like she just wanted to start something. Because, like I said, she literally texted me and said, because your dad keeps getting on my son, I'm tired of that. And you need to tell your dad that you're gay, or I'm going to tell him. And I feel like that wasn't her place, because how are you going to tell my dad something about me when I should be the one to tell my dad and come out? Like, I felt like that was just the lowest blow from, I'm not gonna say from anybody, but from her. I just feel like that was the lowest blow, because like I told you guys, she already knew, and I felt like I could confide into her. But when she told her friend, they already let me know that I couldn't. But when she told me that I had an ultimatum to tell my dad that I was gay, or that she was going to tell him, like it was her business, that's when I knew that I could not fuck with her. So like, I felt like she thought it was going to go one way, but little did she know, I honestly didn't care. I never didn't come out because I was scared. Like, I was kind of scared, but I just never came out because I just never came out. I just never found the right time. But when she told me that, I was just like, I remember I texted her back and I was just like, oh, I was like, oh, you think you're going to be the one to tell my dad, or you think this is going to affect me? Bitch, it's not. Like, I will tell my dad myself. So literally that same day, I went home and I just spoke to my dad, and I told him, we was walking down the road, and I basically just told him, like, I think that I like guys, you know what I'm saying? And basically he told me, like, you know, he already knew, or he always knew, or whatever that sort. And, you know, he didn't like it, but he was willing to work around it or work with me on it, I guess. So like, that's was basically my coming out story. Like, I don't know, like we're really coming out to my dad, I guess. And yeah, throughout the years, I guess, my dad kind of slowly and slowly, surely and slowly, accepted it because, of course now I have a husband, I'm married. But I don't care now. I'm an adult. So if you got a problem with me being gay or anything, I don't give a damn. Like, I'm an adult. I'm 25. I don't care what nobody says. You can't tell me anything about my life. But just looking back on it, I feel like that was really disgusting behavior. Like, I feel like that was really fucked up because I would never do anything like that to nobody. I would never out anybody. I feel like if anything, you should be trying to support them and be there for them because, coming out really is a hard thing for some people because a lot of people's family don't like that. A lot of people become homeless. Some people get killed, disowned, and you just never know where you can end up or what can happen to you. So I feel like, situations like that, you kind of got to take really serious. It's like a serious topic. It shouldn't be because I feel like being gay is no less than being straight. It's just what you like is what you like. Nobody can change your views. That's how I feel. I feel like it's no different. Like I feel like it is what it is. Everybody's not the same. We're all different. I don't feel like being gay is being gay is like a disease or it's not. It's the same, it's the same as being straight. You like this, you like that. It's just who you are. But sometimes people don't take it like that. So I just feel like it was really disgusting behavior looking back at it. But, I feel like it made me stronger because, like I said, when it happened, I was just like, I don't even care. Like, if that's the game you want to play, sweetie, you're not going to tell him nothing. I'm going to tell him before you even get a chance to tell him because why would you even want to do something like that? Like, I feel like, like it was just, ugh. And that's pretty much my coming out story, just plain and simple. I didn't have no, extravagant stories. Some people have, worse stories than I do, and God bless them. But I'm just happy that mine wasn't really, too crazy or to the point where I had to be put out or disowned or any of that sort. So yeah, thank you guys for watching my video. I'm actually really happy that I got a chance to tell my story because I feel like a lot of people don't know that about me. Like they know that I'm gay, but they don't know the story and they don't know that my dad's ex-girlfriend was trying to out me because she was upset about something that had to do with her and my dad. And so yeah, I feel like it's a crazy story, but yeah, I'm really glad that I'm able to tell my story on this platform. And if anybody else feels like they need to tell their story, then they should definitely do so. I feel like we're definitely in times now where it's a little bit more easier for us. And I'm really happy that it's like that for us. So yeah, thank you guys for watching my video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And your boy is out.